Respawning plays the Town of Light. I'm just going to do a quick test. To make sure everybody can hear me. I played a little bit of this game over at EGX, but I don't actually have much of an idea of what's going on. Or what this game actually is. And it doesn't look like this is actually working anyway, so let's have a look. Right, we're a go. Turn the brightness up. Yep. From the little bit we played at EGX, I remember this game just being creepy as all hell. Bloody hell. I think this game might cause me to have psychological problems. I'm here with Gizmo as well.
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Wow. My skin has gone. I know. Cat. Well, I mean, this is a cool loading screen, I guess. Oh. Okay. Rightio. Go on, you need a shovel, you can hit things with it. I don't think I can sprint. I'm walking. Oh God. Let me jump. It's only the opening credits. Down here. Nothing. Oh, I wish I could run.
This place, time, memory.
My controller just vibrated then, and even that's making me jump right now. What was that? Mm. Whoa.
My memory of those years is hazy. Between the age of about 7 and 10, my memories are disconnected, and I couldn't say how many times and how frequently the light used to come. My mother gave me a doll around that time. Charlotte. Thinking back to it makes me want to laugh. But at the beginning, I remembered that I was afraid of her. I thought she wanted to harm me, to kill me, and take my place. But when the light came, she would stay beside me, and her presence.
Whoa.
Did not disturb me. I was able to talk to her, and so she became my best friend. At least until I was in grade 2, when everything changed. She didn't laugh at me, and if I had to say something to my mother, I asked her to say it. When things inside me turned bad,
That's so
she was the
creepy.
only one I could turn to. Now all of this makes me blush, but Charlotte was a real friend to me. I knew that she was just a doll. I wasn't stupid, but at the same time, she was real too. The only thing I remember clearly is Charlotte, my doll.
Oh, fucking hell.
Nobody says we can't. Let's find Charlotte.
No. I hate stuff like this. It always makes me so on edge. I'm not done looking down here yet. So from what I'm guessing, we've come back.
No, she's freezing. She's alone. Let's look for her.
To look for her doll, which she cares about an awful lot. Oh man. Oh.
Mummy took good care of Charlotte. She tucked her in, hugged her, gave her cuddles and kisses. She was very affectionate and loving.
Even this animation is creepy as all hell.
Happened to Charlotte. That surprised me. I didn't understand. At first, I was quite scared. I was afraid that she wanted to hurt me. I lived in constant fear that Mom would abandon her. Because I didn't deserve to live. I didn't deserve to be loved.
My love.
It's cold and it's dark. Look, she's cold. She'll get ill. We can take care of her. Nobody can stop us. Charlotte is a good girl.
Ugh. I really wish you'd put that doll away.
Mummy
I've already done
took
that.
good care of Charlotte.
Go away.
She took Those lamps could make the room warmer. But Charlotte's not happy. She doesn't feel well.
Dude, you are all kinds of creepy.
Charlotte is cold. Let's take her somewhere warm.
Let's pause for a second. Sorry guys, I am back. I'm supposed to take her somewhere warm, but I'm not quite sure where. I know Gizmo. But in this cupboard. Anyone know?
He doesn't want to. Not Charlotte.
Oh, this guy is creepy as hell. She said something about the lights, but fuck if I know. I'm not a nonce, it's a doll.
I saw a wheelchair on the ground floor. It's comfortable there, and we can put Charlotte somewhere warm.
Oh yeah, why didn't I obviously think of that?
Charlotte will be comfy here. But it's cold. No, it's cold. Don't shiver, Charlotte. The cold will go away. It'll go away.
Oh, I didn't look at the button. Shit. Oh. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, mate, this is well weird. In here, Charlotte? Do you want to go in here?
The cold has gone away now. You see? The light. The warmth. We can do it. The cold will go away. It has to.
Fucking cat.
Now we can enter the ward where everything started. It all began in the observation ward on the ground floor.
There goes my no help trophy. Thanks, tutorial. Nope, no thanks. Oh, I can only walk forwards. Oh no. Ugh. Oh, it makes me feel sick. Ah. I guess this is the town of light. Cat laughed.
One day I turned off the light, but it didn't go dark. It was a limitless immensity, a blinding, merciless light. I was 16 years old, and I was afraid, always afraid, a fear that wore me down. I needed help, but I couldn't speak. I was terrified of everything, even thinking. They said they were taking me to a place where the fear would go away, where I would get better. I stopped living in there.
Yeah, this game is all about her being mentally ill
All my
and
clothes, everything.
junk. I don't really...
I tried to explain what was going on in my head.
This stuff just scares the hell out of me.
Tied me to the bed for days.
Oh, I bet they did.
I was alone with my nightmares. It wasn't fear anymore. It was madness. And when you're mad, you cease to exist.
Get off my bed! You go away.
She was my only hope in this hell. I was descending down, down among the damned. But that woman and her smile kept me alive. The door is locked from the outside.
How do I ever get in here then?
Here, the doors can only be locked and unlocked from the outside.
Swear to God, if that's that doll. This is spoopy.
You can't get out of here. Only the dead can leave this place.
What? Gib!
He laughed, panted, and slobbered all over me. It hurt me when he touched me. I thought I'd suddenly split open with a loud crack, and I would be shattered into pieces. I felt fragile.
Well, guess this is getting taken off YouTube.
Dirty, degraded. All I could do was clutch Charlotte tightly while Renee obeyed. He was the master in the realm of light. I was being consumed by the evil act I had committed. I threw up and could feel hell getting closer and closer. Those tests the doctors did to me. They said there was something growing inside, and they wanted to drag it out of me.
Chapters are bare short.
She stayed with Renee during those terrible medical examinations, and that gave her the strength to survive.
Alrighty. Ah. We're back down here again.
They went to the gynecology ward on the upper floor.
I'll just take the stairs. This is a pool lake. So she's still there. Partially agitated women. Ah, there you are.
August 21st, 1938. Confidential. Dear A, I know what you think about these things, so I'm referring a patient to you, Renee T. This wretched girl got out of control and caused trouble in the grounds. She's almost 3 months pregnant. The nurses should be more alert. I'm examining the girl on the 28th. I'll handle things very carefully, don't worry. We don't want to make matters worse. Then they said that Renee was crazy, and that the illness was all in her head. Careful, little girl, careful. I was scared, and I didn't talk to anyone about the illness. Only her. Not even the other doctor. He never touched Renee. He just wrote things down. You can tell me everything. Don't be afraid, he said. Everything's going to be fine. Do you want to know what I am writing? I note down what I observe in you, everything I see. He didn't hate Renee. He tried to help her, but he rarely examined her.
I don't really know what to say.
Surgeries.
This game is kind of makes me want to be silent.
The doctor who wrote things down was in Surgery C.
I know where that is. Whoa, this door's open now.
June 1935. After much theorizing and practice in clinics for the privileged, the moment for action has finally arrived. Volterra is the right place. It's an avant-garde hospital, the perfect place for a doctor who really wants to make a difference. November 20th. Crossing the threshold of the asylum was similar to entering another dimension. A world of smells, noises, and images which it is almost impossible to imagine, describe, or explain.
I don't really want to listen to that anymore. It's making me quite uncomfortable.
March 12th, 1938. Renee T., 16, admitted an observation yesterday morning from Pontedera, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining
that was a bit
magistrate of
glitchy.
the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble. Have you ever wondered who you are? Yes, of course you've wondered. I never had children. I don't think. Let's read it. I must understand. I must remember. She is frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety, psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused, her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I'm always scared of her. She chases me. Why are you here?" I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my head was spinning. There was a woman there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name. March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renee. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake. I didn't know what reality was. I never did. I've known many different realities, maybe too many. When you move, everything changes its appearance and meaning.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I have no points of
I don't know what that
reference.
means.
We'll just have to keep looking. April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride.
You know it, son.
He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her certain things. He tried to hurt her and made her go crazy. She says he promised to marry her and made her swear to keep what had happened a secret. These facts were essentially confirmed by her mother. After that, she became
This game makes me really uncomfortable.
hostile towards her family, especially her mother. She started
In a
taking
good
off
way.
her clothes in public. Her moods would swing from laughter to tears. She rants. She pleasures herself. It's not true. Renee hostile? It's all made up. They wanted to make her into something she wasn't. And then certain things would have been forgotten. Renee was the bad girl. Maybe I'm starting to understand.
Huh?
That's enough of reading these lies. Let's look for Amara.
I don't know who Amara is. I can't. This is all based on like a real story, and I think that's what makes it really uncomfortable, is that it's all
The
not
grounds at the
lies.
back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
I guess it's got to be through here. That's where the calm women go. I can't go down there. 'Cause I am batshit crazy. What the hell is that? Oh, scary. It's kind of a spook, but kind of like, it's not got jump scares, but it makes you sort of uncomfortable and that kind of scared. I was doing something a minute ago that was helping me. That opened up like the menu and stuff, but it seems to be. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I started this chapter again. Ah. I accidentally started the chapter again. Yeah, the good kind of horror. And hello to Bagley. Yeah, the good kind of horror. I'm kind of, I can't do anything, and it's not like there's monsters attacking me or anything. I'm just slowly going crazy in this kind of mental ward, and it's going through flashbacks from when she was here when she was younger. And I've played it for 45 minutes, and so far I know she was in this room. She thinks her doll is real, and she was molested in this mental ward. So it's all really, really dark. But I'm not sure if I've got to read his notes again. No. Yes. So I've got to read his notes again, and then we're good.
1938. Renee T. 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12. Housewife. Father unknown. Mother.
So if anyone missed this bit,
Admitted an
then
observation yesterday morning from
here you go, I guess.
accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate of the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be
So
trouble.
this is like the other voice in her head. And then,
Have you ever wondered who you are? Yes, of course you've wondered. Will you
I don't know what
help
those
to
symbols
understand
mean, but I imagine they're
to
going
escape
to
this
change the
dazzling
story as I
light
go.
inside me that stops me from seeing it.
No, not turning off the lights. I'm pretty sure that means kill myself.
Don't frighten me, I beg you. understand. Don't mock me. Forget this document. Let's look for Amara. She'll know. Come on, let's hurry.
Ah, see, that was a lot quicker. But last time the music didn't go this loud.
The grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
See, it was triangle.
My name is Renee. They told me that I have to write this diary, but I don't feel like it. It's not true that I feel better when I write. Actually, it's worse. I was a shy girl, and I just wanted to be like the others. But that's not what happened. No. I did things that, when I think about them now, eventually brought me here. Everything started.
These drawings are well creepy.
It happened for the first time when I was still a little girl. I was 6 or 7. I was walking outside school when suddenly the noise started to melt into an indistinct rumble. The light increased out of all proportion and everything lost its meaning. I could no longer recognize anything. Objects, people, words, not even myself. I felt fear. It's a physical sensation. It prevented me from moving, from swallowing, from breathing. After God knows how long, everything went back to normal. But a new fear replaced the old one. Different, but terrible. My memory of those years is hazy. Between the age of about 7 and 10, my memories are disconnected, and I couldn't say how many times and how frequently the light used to come. My mother gave me a doll around that time. Charlotte. Thinking back to it makes me want to laugh. But at the beginning, I remembered that I was afraid of her. I thought she wanted to harm me, to kill me, and take my place. But when the light came, she would stay beside me, and her presence.
Oh, I've read that one. Grounds at the back of the hospital and then down to the kitchens. I'm guessing it's not actually through, it might be through here. Maybe not though. Never heard of any kitchens where you've got to go through the toilets to get there anyway. Where the bloody hell am I going?
This is the road we used to take.
Ah, okay.
If it weren't for her, In the grounds on that bench in spring. So many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed. She did things to me. Sometimes she touched me.
This is
In
weird.
the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time. It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes
But I'm not
closed,
sure if this other
the
girl
light
is
slipped
real
away.
or whether it's like in her mind.
Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system. That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why. The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have gone on the scaffolding. Regret. Damn. Oh, haha. Got a trophy for walking around on the scaffolding. It's a shame. Oh, texture pop. Oh, I could have walked down the scaffolding that way. Oh, well.
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse.
I don't want to read the end ones yet because I want to. No. Is there a sprint button? Surely I've got to be able to. Just walk a little bit faster. Bit more gratuitous sexy time. It's quite cool that I could have just walked past all of this though and missed all of these memories.
on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
Oh no. You are doing me a fright.
Keep looking. We mustn't give up. Adele, that little girl has been standing motionless in front of the kitchen door for hours. Poor thing, I gave her some candy. She ate it without a word and remained motionless. I don't think she's very well. We used to see her now and again, but now she's always there. I'm going. The doctor's not here. He's coming this afternoon. Try and speak to him. Poor thing. Lost in her dreams. She was only a little girl. But nobody gave her a cuddle. They punished her instead. They said she was sick, and her dreams were troubling her. They weren't even hers anymore. I need her, but we will find her. We'll find her, won't we? When the water in the shower was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee, under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us.
I think I need to find whatever goes in there.
We have to turn the water on in the showers and switch the boiler on. All the plumbing systems were in the kitchen area.
I definitely didn't close that door behind me. What? Oh God, what the hell is going on?
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
So I'm guessing that boiler was this down here. Perhaps not.
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Don't like it. Ooh. No, I want to read. See, I want to go forwards through it, so I want to read the end bits, like at the end. Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on. I mean, yeah. Got to be like this. Close. Nozzles. Please. Oh. Llama. Free. Sweet. Bow.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Doors just randomly open. It's not cool, man. One sec. The music's really eerie as well, and it's proper, like, builds up in my throat.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Well, as soon as this door is open now, which wasn't. Yeah. Or was it this one that was?
Everything's ready. Let's get undressed and leave our clothes on the hooks in the changing rooms. Let's turn the water on now, and everything will be as before.
How do I turn on the water? This valve here. Fucking hell. Giggity goo. Well, to whoever it is that's just joined, welcome to the lesbian section of the Town of Light.
Amara was the only thing Renee had. They separated. Renee went to the slightly agitated ward, the one that terrified everybody.
Ugh.
Those injections were
My cats are proper
the just
freaking out.
punishment for what I was doing. And what about her?
He is
Who
not a
knows where
fan.
Lara was? They had taken me upstairs into the ward where no one wanted to go. Let's look for Renee's room in the slightly agitated ward.
One second. bloody work. Right, slightly agitated ward. I think that's upstairs. Yep.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black. Some people fell asleep. Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm.
I assume I'm not naked anymore.
Let's close the window shutters, the door, and switch off all the lights. We want darkness.
Yeah, let's do that.
They put a straight jacket on you. They gave you a cold shower. They suffocated you with a sheet. They tied you to the bed. They tied me to the bed. A woman died next to me, choked by her own vomit. She was tied down because she wouldn't stop pleasuring herself. I can still hear her death rattle. I screamed, but nobody came. Everybody screamed in there, all of them. It was then I saw the doll, which wasn't Charlotte. No, she wasn't Charlotte. The past was like the present. That doll, that man, the shame. Renee was increasingly divorced from reality. How will I ever find out what really happened? How will I ever find Amara again if I can't even find myself?
Okay. I'm locked in and they are open again. Oh, weird. What, how am I doing?
Montefoscoli, November 12th, 1939. My dear daughter, it is with great sadness that I heard what happened. Your transfer and your sufferings are a cause of great worry for me. It will take time, but you'll see, things will improve. They'll treat you and you'll get better again. I pray a lot, every day. Write to me often, and tell me if you need anything. I promise I'll do what I can. Try to be strong. Mom. This is the last letter she wrote to me. Once I was put into this ward, I was overwhelmed by loneliness. After that medical examination, I received no more letters from Mom. Why is that man here? Why doesn't she come to see me? Did I make a mistake? It didn't seem like she wanted to abandon me. What did I do wrong? I'd like to be able to reply to her again now, to change things.
I don't know what the goal is, but the overall plot is that I've come back to this mental institution, and it's and it's kind of explaining what happened. I don't know what that means.
Perhaps she would have listened to me. Will she reply? The letters were sent to the archive. It was their job to post them.
But I don't know where the archive is. Yeah, silence freaked me the hell out. See, a lot of people didn't like Outlast, but I loved it.
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here, even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day. But far too many never left. Dear Mother, please, I beg you, get me out of this place. I'm so frightened here. You were right. I know I was wrong. I understand. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. But now I'll behave myself, I promise. Now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. Your daughter, Renee. This letter. It was Renee's letter. Just as she wrote it back then. But it was never sent. Why? Why did this happen? I received your letter, Mom. You tell me to be patient.
Yeah, you aren't wrong. This is a very weird game, but I really like it.
And you don't write to me anymore. If only these
I feel
words
quite
could be
uncomfortable
my
playing
soul.
it, but
I'd tell you what was happening to
it's
me.
really atmospheric.
The kids want to kill me. They all look the other way and tell me what to do. I don't understand. She helps me, but what have they done to her? Can you tell me? Will you help me? Renee. Montefoscoli, July 7th,
Tingles my mind balls.
My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You have not contacted me in months. I'm sorry that I don't have the money to come and visit you. Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be in Volterra for business. I've asked him if he would be kind enough to ask the director for some news about you. I hope he'll bring me some good news when he returns. But please write to me.
I mean, I can zoom in,
know
but I
that
also
was
can't
strict
read
with you.
Italian.
You have to forgive me. I didn't think. I've given Mr. Onofrio a new doll for you. You told me that you lost yours, and I know you loved it so much. It's not as nice as your Charlotte, but I hope that it will comfort you nonetheless. Keep your chin up, darling. Everything will be fine, you'll see. Mom. Montefoscoli, October 12th, 1940. My dear daughter, I've written 2 letters to you and have received no reply. Every day, I'm anxiously waiting for a letter. Mr. Onofrio is back. He brought you the doll. Do you like it? He told me he was unable to speak to the director, but managed to see you. I pray for you every day. Even Don Gino said a prayer for you during Sunday Mass. Isn't that nice? I've made up my mind, Renee. I'm bringing you home. I've already written to the director. I told him that I'll take care of you. I'm not very well at the moment and can't work, but I'll get better soon, you'll see. And as soon as I can make the journey, I'll come and fetch you. I know you're suffering a lot, but please be strong, I beg you. Mom will come to fetch Renee, won't she? Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. The doll. Renee could have played with it while she was waiting for her to arrive, but Renee didn't have it with her. Is it one of Mom's lies? She knew that she'd hurt Renee and... No, Mom is good. That man brought it. We've just remembered who he is, haven't we? It was Renee who was wrong. The doll's here. I know that for sure.
I've been
Perhaps
playing
she's been
for
abducted like all the others,
a
and is
grand
locked up
total of
here
an hour and a
somewhere.
half. From what I know, the game's about 3
Let's
hours
look
long.
for the second doll. It'll be among the bundles of the patient's belongings.
And I'd only played it for the first time at EGX Rezzed, so before that I hadn't heard of it either, but kind of when me and Zeke played it at Rezzed, we kind of got a bit, well, really into it. I don't really know. She looked up, but I don't really know why. Ah. But I guess it might be as long as it takes me to actually get through it. Like whether or not I
Now
figure
we can open the
stuff
bundle
out.
on that table in front of the window. You see? Mom was good. I was bad.
Oh
Mom
yeah.
was worried about Renee and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her.
Yes and no, because the kind of it might get extended, but I've explored nearly every room, and I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Let's look for Charlotte. We have abandoned her. Will she still be where we abandoned her? Under the warm lights?
Hardly abandoned her. Calm down. Well, mental patient. It's a really small area that you're kind of funneled down the corridors, so there's not really much to explore.
I didn't do anything. I just obeyed orders.
Oh, that's so freaky.
Charlotte got away. Mom will come and get us. She was. Even though what orders. Leave us alone.
This is really, really jarring.
I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now.
Yeah, it restricts you quite a bit, but not in a bad way, because it's obviously the whole point is that it's going to tell you this story.
Charlotte gone away.
I only obeyed orders.
Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad.
I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
God, this is creepy as hell. I keep looking down at my phone so that I'm not constantly looking at the screen because I'm really uncomfortable with it all. It's definitely uncomfortable, but uncomfortable in a very good way, because I guess that's the intent, is it's showcasing kind of mental health issues in this mental asylum in the 40s, and yeah, it just makes me a bit uncomfortable. I think I'm about to go through shock therapy as well. It's pretty grim. Spooky game.
Montefoscoli, December 20th, 1941. Dear Director, could you please let me know how my daughter, your patient Renee T., is getting along? I've written to my daughter several times, but have received no reply. I'm very worried, particularly as I've been ill for some time and have not been well enough to come and visit her. Please kindly let me know when it will be possible for me to bring my daughter home. Your humble servant, Ada T. Bring this letter to the attention of
And the
Dr.
twist
C so
at
we can
the
assess
end of
potential discharge of
Shutter
the
Island is
patient.
fantastic.
What was that doctor writing, sitting at his desk? September 7th, 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all kinds of other filth. Crazed, she hears voices that order her to do things. She says she heard children singing and that they were locked up in a school. January 20th, 1939. Introverted, dazed, cannot focus on anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. June 1st. Apathetic. Eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Does not respond.
Yeah, Shutter Island is one of the very few horror films I think has a really satisfying ending.
Kitchens, October 14th. Return of impulsive behavior. This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make sabayami, but when she got them, she threw them up in the air. Excited, clamorous, slightly confused, takes her clothes off. December 8th. Tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words. Laughs hysterically and pleasures herself. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They said that when they took her away, she swore at them and then lashed out and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. They've kept her tied to the bed since then. Transferred to the slightly agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr. C. I was with Amara in the showers. My memories are terrifying. They're not real, are they? December 15th. Dr. C. Patient notes. The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. Of fickle and flighty character, she regularly discards her household duties and engages in occasional prostitution. Prostitution? No one would have ever believed a lunatic, let alone a lunatic who lives in the worst sort of sin. Could such a person ever have been subject to sexual violence? Certainly not. Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family. She has shown suicidal tendencies. She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and hysterical. Treated with Cardiazol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks. They were only trying to confuse us with the therapy, and my God, they succeeded. It was as if they wanted to instill the madness into us.
I don't know what that means.
June 2nd. After a long period of calm and improvement, the patient is very agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swears and curses those helping her, flailing her arms and hitting them. According to reports by Dr. B, the patient has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital grounds. Details are contained in the charges filed at police headquarters in Bulgaria, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy. That's how the reality is concealed. It has all been planned very carefully. June 13th. The nurses report that she descended into a state of great mental confusion after receiving her mother's letter. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and then punched a nurse. Impulsive, flails about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, lashes out and spits. Block all correspondence to give the patient no further reason to become agitated. August 20th, tied to bed. The nurses report that the patient is extremely agitated after the visit of a relative or family friend. 2 days later, she is still shouting all the time that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed, and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. No contact with the outside. That way nobody knew what was happening within these walls. March 3rd. Alert, correct attitude, replies when questioned. The nurses report that the patient is calm. She washes and looks
Oh man,
after
this is
herself.
weird.
She affirms the existence of a certain Amara. She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation. Probably a regressive hallucination. Evaluate transfer. Did I imagine Amara? That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left
all the
some
shower
traces of her
sex and stuff.
presence.
that was with Amara.
We can look for her
me.
things in the storeroom containing the bundles of the patient's belongings on the upper floor.
Is that just her? I don't really know. I get the choices that it's basically her talking to herself, but it's kind of me talking to her as herself. And I don't understand what the symbols mean. Doll's gone. Doll's gone. Back into the archive. It's bloody mysterious. A lot of backtracking in this game, and it's times when there is a lot of backtracking that I wish that Renee or Charlotte or whoever she is would run a little bit quicker. Not asking for the world, just a little bit quicker.
These are Amara's things, I'm certain.
One shoe.
Amara, there she is. She existed. She really did exist. There she is, my friend.
Another shoe.
Here we are together. How could I have imagined for a single moment that she never existed? March 12th, 1938. The young girl Renee arrived today. Poor thing, she was terrorized. You see, she remembers the first time we met. I talked to her mother, the dear lady, and she expressed her fears to me, and I promised I'd keep an eye on her daughter. The lady told me her daughter's doll had been taken away, and this worried her. Because when she becomes depressed, as she is now, Renee barricades herself in her room and can't communicate. The doll becomes her voice, eyes, and ears. Dr. B said I'll soon get out of here. I'm sorry. I'm so sad to leave Renee. I won't be able to protect her anymore. My poor friend. She was hoping to be able to get out of here, but nobody ever leaves this place.
But you left.
That poor girl is really ill. I am the only one she ever speaks to. I told her I was leaving and she stared at me, saying that I would never leave. It was quite unnerving, and then she started to cry. I felt like crying too. She didn't say anything else. What worries me is that I'm sure that terrible man is watching her. He was the one who brought her here, and of all the good people, why did it have to be him? She knew. I told her everything. She knew about that man. That's why they wanted to make her disappear from my life. But I instructed a nurse friend of mine to keep an eye on her, and I'm sure she will, because she's a good woman. Her friend the nurse, I vaguely remember. She worked on this ward.
Spoopy.
Let's look for signs of the nurse in the nurse's room on the upper floor. She worked mostly in the Marigliano pavilion. Let's get out of here and find that pavilion. Renee was alone here. Charlotte had abandoned her. And without Charlotte, Renee couldn't communicate with the outside world. Mother knew that.
Spoopy. See you later, British Brown Bee. I mean, I'm guessing I'm leaving now. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I've got a feeling I've gone the complete wrong way. But we'll soon find out. Last time I went behind this greenhouse here. I don't see any signs, that's the annoying thing. She doesn't walk with any kind of haste. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I have got to go and help the other half with the shopping, so I'm going to call it quits here. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.